We're in Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. A bit confusing with the names. And also the airport was known as, what's it known as? Sikufi Airport. Here it is on the map. But later changed to King Eswatini International. Now it's about 30 miles as the crow flies from the capital, Mbabane, I guess it's pronounced. Mbabane. Apologies for that. A lot of high terrain too. If I call up the altitude, if I can do that, map data, elevation, there we go. Yeah, look at the high terrain. You probably can't see, it's in a different window. Not to worry. Anyway, the terrain goes over 5,000 feet between waypoints 1, 2 and 3. So we need to be aware of that. And we started at 1,000 feet anyway. So we're flying straight across the 23 miles to the south end of Mbabane. And I've picked as our first turn point this police college with blue roofs. Hopefully they're still blue. And a playing field. So we can use that as a turn point. It should be pretty obvious. It's also on the south end of the town and next to an airport, Matsafa Airport. So between the airport and the playing field, we should be able to spot this turn point, I hope, and the blue roofs. So we fly pretty much up a valley, just touching the edge of this mountain range here. And we're looking for another recreational area. Big golf course, very big actually, next to the road, and it's called the Royal Swazi Spa. Whether that's officially Royal Swazi Spa or commercial name, I don't know. But golf course is usually pretty easy to spot. And that's about 10 miles, 9.9 miles from the police academy. So police academy in the airport, up the road to the golf course, and then continuing up a little bit of rising terrain to what? I forgot. Oh yes, the dam. Good. Should be relatively easy to see. Nukayoyo Quarry Dam, it's called. Interesting to see what that looks like now, but body of water there next, just left of the main road. And then we're flying straight back to the airport, and the terrain does get very high. Actually, I'll call up the topological map, and we might be able to see. We get some idea from that, but there's a better one, I think. Starman terrain. Yeah, that's much clearer. You can see the big mountain ridge. All this terrain's pretty high. And this top left part of pretty much the left-hand side of the flight plan, it's all pretty much over 5,000 feet from what we can gather. So we need to be careful of that. There's a fair bit of air traffic around too, that's good, make it interesting. So looking forward to this one.
Runway 20 west departure.
Big 007 altimeter tree, 0.3, 2 wind 160 at 1 long. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 20.
Cleared for takeoff runway 20, make 007.
Okay, ready for takeoff, and we're heading to the southwest, so slight right hand turn after takeoff. Full throttle, toe brakes off, we're rolling. It's 7:02 AM, right rudder, quite a bit of crosswind there, 80 knots, 90 rotating, and we're climbing up. Shocky takeoff. Gear up. Flaps up. Accelerating through 170 knots. 200. Throttle back slightly. And turn right about 30 degrees.
Make 007 continue for west departure.
I will, and I'll let her know.
Tower make 007 continue for west departure.
Leaving her airspace. See the mountains over there, we'll be coming back that way.
Make 007 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower make 007 frequency change.
Okay, let's check out the wing cam. Go to the left wing and the right. Cool. Let's get some speed up. Got about 20 miles to go on this first leg. Very nice. Okay, 400 knots. Sorry about that silence, I just had to, I forgot to reset my moving map display before it took off. It's all good now. Now we're halfway to the first waypoint already. Ground speed 350 knots. 7:04 AM. Now we start to encounter our first rising terrain. Took off, I think it was just over 1,000 feet altitude at the runway. Now 2,000 feet. So I've been slowly climbing, and we're going to get to about 5.2 at minimum on the way back. So we are climbing 2,300 feet already. Let's go full power. And we come over the crest here at 367 knots. Now let's slow up a little. So we're looking for that police academy near an airport. Now I can see on my moving map display there's an aircraft out there at 11 o'clock. Somewhere out here. So let's come left a bit. Try to turn right over the academy. So there's the right wing cam. Should be about 3 miles out. Turning right. Probably just over this crest, I'd say. Now we should be seeing the airport. I think it's there on the right. Let's keep turning, turning. The airport, a bit hard to see in the shade, but it's right, we're right over it now. And turn a bit harder and slow up. Look for the blue roofs and the playing field. Can I see it? Can I see it? Might have blown this one. Yeah, I did blow it. I can't see it. I've got a right wing cam. We do. Just want to circle here. See if I can pick it up. There's a playing field. So I think it's the only one I can see. I think that's got to be it. Yeah, it's that diagonal playing field, that centre top screen now, and they have repainted the roofs. But that, get a snap of that. That's got to be the academy there. Yeah, large buildings in the top left of the compound. That's it. Certainly a different roof colour. Okay, keep turning now up this valley to the Royal Spa / Golf Club, and high ground on the right will be flying back across the top of all that. We're at 2,300 feet right now. I should have come in higher to spot that golf club, but I was a bit taken off guard by the undulating terrain. The last few places we've been to have been very, very flat. So that tends to mask destinations. Look at the shadow here too, cast by those hills. Yeah, there's the edge of the shadow, that's great. Wow, it's like turning a light switch off, flying into that. Very cool. We'll basically follow this river and main road up this valley, and we're about 3 miles now from the spa, so let's slow up. I'll try to get this off the right wing again, because there's a slight right hand turn coming up. It's about 2 miles out. I think it must be that orange area. No, just past it. There we go. Let's get the camera out. Got it. So there's this mining operation there or something. Here it is. Beautiful golf course. Wow. Nice. Okay. Now lots of rising terrain as we head up at 10 miles to the dam. Yeah, it makes sense that a dam's going to be uphill. Let's get the power up. Follow this river. I'm going to come slightly left. It's about 6 miles out. Just follow this road up the valley here first. Yeah, 6 miles away now. See the scratches on my canopy there. Okay, so let's bear left a little bit. Once again, I'll try to get this captured on the right wing camera. Slow up. 4 miles out. We'll look for a dam. Let's climb a bit too. Let's get that camera going. There we go. I think I can see it over to the right. There's a lake. 2.2 miles. Should be just in front of us. I'm tempted to think it's over to the right there. It's got to be. Yeah, I think I got my waypoint slightly off. Of course, it's supposed to be right below us now, but definitely not. Yeah, it's got to be this body of water over here. Okay, so it's about 2 miles out. Yep, there it is. You can see the steep drop away from the front of the dam here. Pull it a bit closer. Yeah, wow, that's a huge drop. There's the dam. Got it, very cool. Right. Now back on track to 35 miles back to the airport. And climbing went out 5,600. Let's go to the left wing camp. Wow. Beautiful in the morning sunlight. 7:12 a.m. in Eswatini. What's the altitude here because the terrain is rising more. Some great hills there and valleys. Let's get the speed up a bit. It's a nice place to live, great view. Wow, some impressive residences up here. Yeah, look at that terrain. Very nice. Let's get the right one cam out. There we go. Wow, look at the colours there too. Okay, turning left to intersect our track again. Spectacular. Right on track. 20 miles out. It's awesome. And the terrain starts to fall. It seems we're at 5,000 feet and we've got a couple of thousand feet of air below us now. So I might descend a little. Feet, it'll climb a little bit here. And we cleared that hill at 2460. We're about 12 miles out, so I'm going to call the airport and back off a little. Get a picture out there actually, that's pretty impressive. It's all very nice. Okay, call the airport. Where's the airport list? That one. Full stop landing please.
Tower make 00712 miles west 2,300 feet to land.
6007 Tower. Altimeter tree, 0.33, wind 168 at 15. Take left base, runway 20.
Runway 20, left base.
Enter left base runway 20, make 007.
Just going to dial in 20 to my heading bug. And a few more left clicks and we're at 200. Just so I got a mental picture. Pretty much approaching it perpendicular at the moment. So we'll turn left cross the airport and go left upwind and do a circuit. That was quite early to get the clearance. I guess there's nobody else about.
Clear to land runway 20, make 007.
So remembering the airport was about 1,000 feet, I'll sit at about 2,030 feet. Airport coming into view. There it is. So I'm going to turn left to fly upwind. Should pass the tower, but I'm a little bit high now. Do that next time. Nice view there. I like dialing the runway heading into the steering bug, because if I'm flying upwind as I am now and I've lost visual on the airport, all I've got to do is keep that heading bug at the bottom of the dial and I know I'm on the reciprocal course. Then pick a landmark, which actually, well, that lake right there will do. It's about the right distance, and I'll turn there back to the heading I dialed in, which was 200. Okay, turning now, 200 knots, so I'm going to power up. So we lose a lot of energy in these turns. So we're down to 177. Keep turning, because I still can't see the airport and the sun's in my eyes, but try and follow that steering bug. And there's the lake, the same lake, doesn't matter, just trust the instruments. Yep, there's the runway there, 1 o'clock. Okay, gear down, flaps down, throttle is right back. And contrary to the manual, we do get nose up upon deploying full flaps. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to pop the speed brake actually. Gear is coming down now, I can hear it. 3 greens expected. 3 greens. 167 knots. Pull that speed brake in, so it's one less thing to think about, even though we're a bit fast at 139 knots. Quite very fast actually. So we'll do a long landing, but speed bleeds off quickly once you start flaring down to 104 knots, and touchdown at about 101, which is okay. And because I was yabbering, I didn't get on the rudders and almost drove off the runway. Other than that, that's pretty smooth. I will go and have some pancakes or something for breakfast and have another fly later in the day. Roger, Wilco.